you guys, I'm Joey. Welcome back to the Quarantine Cook. Tonight I am going to make a nice Italian dish. We're gonna do some Conchiglione organic stuffed shells. I'm not actually gonna stuff them because they're smaller, but we're gonna put the ricotta mixture in. I'm gonna make some fresh meatballs to go with that, and we might even have a nice salad. So for this dish, you're gonna need your shells and a nice mixture of Italian cheeses, the ricotta, some egg, fresh ground beef, fresh basil, some onion. Have a nice sauce as a base sauce here, some fresh tomatoes, and you need breadcrumbs to mix in with your meatballs. And I'm gonna have a glass of wine to start off with. I love this Kermit Lynch wine. It's a nice Moscato. Pour this up, and then I'll get started on this. Look how bubbly and refreshing that is. One for you, one for me. Cheers. Delicious. Now, let's get started on this food. So I'm just getting some prep work done here. Just kind of cutting the garlic. I'm not making it too small because I like to have a few little chunks in it. And then I've already done my onion here. That's ready to go. First of all, I am going to bring my element on so I can start the pasta. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cook my pasta shells al dente, firm to the bite, on the stovetop in boiling water. And we're going to get those going. We're just going to partially cook those, and then they'll cook more, of course, in the oven. And let me grab my water here. Now, I love this jug. I've already boiled the water, so let's. There we go. All right, we'll add a touch of olive oil into the pasta shells and some salt. All right, that should be good. Yeah. I'm going to give this just a bit of a stir, and then we're going to let that come to a boil. And I'm just going to cook these, as I said, al dente. And that way we're going to throw it into the baking dish. It'll be partially cooked. Lid like so. All right, so I'm gonna start on my meatballs. Got my 2 pounds of ground beef here. Okay, and then we're gonna put the onion in with it, like so. And then I've got some fresh basil and oregano. Ah, magnifique. Put that in there with it, stir that all up. And we're gonna use 2 eggs. And actually, let me stir this in here a little bit first. And then I'm gonna put the breadcrumbs in with it. So just wanna mix it all up. Don't be afraid to get your hands a little bit messy with this. You're making fresh meatballs. It's a little gooey, but you know, that's the way it goes. All right, and I have about a cup and a half of breadcrumbs. And these are just some breadcrumbs that we picked up, but you can, you know, mix up your own if you want to. I do that a lot too. Okay, and then also have some shredded Parmesan. We're going to throw that in there with it, like so. And then also some garlic, which we've cut up over here. Just bring this over, because I'm going to use some in the baking dish itself too. There we go. Again, Get all this mixed together. All right, next we are going to work on our ricotta cheese mixture. And our pasta is coming to a boil over here. And I will take that off the burner in just a minute. And it will be ready to go into the dish. Okay, our pasta's looking good. I think it's about the consistency I want right now. So I'm gonna turn the burner off. We're just gonna let that sit there until I'm ready for my pasta. In the meantime, I've been rolling up some of my meatballs here. I have like a decent sized meatball in this. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here, and we're just gonna brown the meatballs just a little bit on the outside before we throw it into the baking dish. Just get a good handful here. You know, and I like the onion, so I made mine a little bit more. You can cut yours up just a bit more if you want to. That's a nice meatball. It's a good size. Ah, it already smells wonderful. All right, there we go. I got enough for like a couple more here, and that should be plenty for my dish. I don't know how many people you're gonna have. You can make more if you want to. Just kind of double the recipe, you know? All right, here's that. And one more. Roll it out, and there we go. Now we're gonna do our ricotta cheese mixture. Just gonna crack an egg, throw it in there, like so. And for cheese, which I have to take that cellophane that's around the edge off, get it in there, and scoop out the rest. I love ricotta cheese. All right, there we go. Just kind of blend it in there. Let me do this too. I'll put a little bit of salt and some pepper. I'm gonna add just a touch of garlic powder to this. Okay, and then we're just gonna mix all this in together, like so. It is going to be yummy. Okay, so I'm gonna put some cellophane over my ricotta cheese mixture, and we're just gonna stick this in the fridge until we're ready for it in a few minutes. Okay, we're gonna turn our burner on a medium-high heat. We'll throw a little bit of olive oil in here. And we're gonna brown our meatballs just a little bit before we put them in the baking dish. I'm gonna let this oil heat up just a minute before I put the meatballs in. All right, so I've got my oil heating up so I can put the meatballs in. We're gonna preset our oven. And I'm gonna do the oven at 400 degrees. I'm just gonna put these in like 4 or 5 at a time so they don't overcrowd. Marinate them in olive oil too. We're just going to brown them all around on the top. Actually, I can fit a couple more in there, so let's do it that way. One more. All right, and we'll let those brown. And then once that's done, we'll put everything together and throw it in the oven. And in about 45 minutes, we'll have a nice pasta dish with fresh meatballs. Got our meatballs browning up here, as you can see. All right, we got our meatballs browning up. And I'm gonna throw some olive oil on the bottom of my baking dish. Just gonna coat it really well, like so. Yeah. All right. We're going to take our shells, and we're going to put those into the baking dish here. Just be easy with them so they don't break. There we go. Back over here. Gonna spread them out a little bit. And then we will place the meatballs just in between. All right, this meatball is cooked. I'm gonna throw it right in here on top of these pasta shells. Ah, beautiful. So we're gonna take our cooked garlic and onion that we had in with the meatballs. It's gonna add some nice flavor to it into the dish, like so. So we don't waste anything. We took our ricotta mixture out of the fridge, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of spoon it in here, like so. And like when you're making lasagna. Put it all around the meatballs and over the pasta. And it'll just meld into the dish, like so. Beautiful. Got a little bit more here. So just find little gaps and fill them in. You don't want to waste any of this. This is good stuff. Okay, I'll set this to the side, and we're going to take the remaining garlic and onion and just sprinkle it around in the dish, like so. And we have our whole tomatoes, and we're just going to pour those over the top here, just all throughout the dish, along with our base sauce. Pour that all into the dish too. Cover your meatballs and your pasta. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to add some freshly chopped parsley just all around. And our piece de resistance. We're going to take our shredded mixture of Italian cheeses and put it all over the top and just spread it out. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And this is before it's baked. We will also add a couple of spoons of salt and pepper to the top, like so. There we go. Now she's ready to go in the oven. Our oven is preheated at 400 degrees. We're going to cook that for about 45 minutes, and I'll check it, see how it looks. But it should be ready to go. All right, we'll see you then. Well, while we're waiting for our pasta and meatballs, we're just making a little salad here. And I'm going to do a vinaigrette to go with that. This is an amazing balsamic vinegar we picked up in St. Helena. And we're just going to mix that up with olive oil, like so. Grind in some salt and pepper. All right, there we go. Mix it all in together. Tasty. We've got all the water out of the lettuce. Put that in here like so. Very simple. And then you're going to put your tomatoes and carrot, which was shredded up, into it. And blend it together just a little bit. Let's do this out here too. Make sure you use all your ingredients. Okay. And we'll take our balsamic vinegar that we just mixed up and pour that over the top like so. And then just kind of lightly fold it in. And I'm just gonna grind a little bit more salt and pepper on this salad. And voila, your salad's ready to go. Check our dish here, see how it's coming on. It's looking good, but I think I'll put it on for another 15. I want that cheese to be a nice, really golden brown. It is bubbling nicely though. All right, my timer's going off. Ah, it smells magnifique. Yummy. All right. We're gonna serve this. Oh, looks magnificent. All right, let's give us a little bit of salad here to go with. A little tomato. Here. Basil. Each dish. Ah, wonderful. And there you have it. The pasta shells with ricotta and fresh homemade meatballs and a delicious salad with a peach vinaigrette dressing. I hope you guys enjoy this. Until next time, I'm Joey, the Quarantine Cook.